first real poem. I sat at the computer while my tears, they stroked the keyboard, my pain unlaid within the stanzas, and my anger lashed out in metaphors. I repeated, why from line to line, questioning the character and purpose to God's design like this one. This one individual couldn't belong to him. Man, I thought this one distributor of sorrows and agony couldn't be cut from the same cloth as me. I mean, how did I arrive from those loins? And couldn't he see that my bloodshed didn't match that from which he came to be? But yet this was my reality. And it didn't belong in your picture-perfect TV sitcom, no. See, I grew up in a different world where my family matters didn't fit and my life was unfamiliar, so these different strokes would wither away in my good times. And I had no clue where I fit in. In fact, I had a skewed image of what a black man was supposed to look like. In fact, I didn't even like how I looked, so the image of anything was better than this. See, this is a story of an unidentified human project that was molded into something that nobody could recognize. It became a reflection of what was popular at the moment and always dressed in its best self-consciousness, wrapped in how many different shades of fake could its facade portray. Yet no one took notice. No eyes cut to his cuts that were more similar to battle wounds. He laid prostrate on a mattress laid of empty solemnness. He dug holes into his soul, praying someone would come fill his void, yet he didn't even know how to pray. He just repeated practice redundancies, hoping someone heard him scream with urgency, please, please help me. Yet silence begets silence, and it all muffled his destiny. This little boy was dying, and no one would come to his rescue, so this little boy had to discover how to tend to his own wounds. He was left mangled, a hideous atrocity. Yet if you look for its disfigurements, I promise that you wouldn't see. This little boy cried on the inside and was flooding internally and left little room for his feelings, so he wore his emotions on his sleeve. This little boy wasn't taught to swallow things like his pride, and he choked on his insecurities. And he wasn't taught to swallow things like his pride, and he never understood why they called them memories, because he remembered everything as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat. This little boy, he followed the wrong path, because for a minute the road to death seemed a little more pleasing. This little boy thought accolades and self-humiliating behaviors would make life more easy. This little boy was addicted to pornography and thought love was spelled S-E-X, so he tried to repeat the things he would see. This little boy was lonely and would constantly talk to strangers because at least they heard him speak. This little boy still survives, although he tried to die repeatedly. I'll introduce you to this little boy because he still resides inside of me. Hi, I'm this little boy. Nice to meet you. See, I remember my first real poem. I sat at the computer while my tears stroked the keyboard and my pain unlaid within the stanzas, and then my anger lashed out in metaphors. And then I found me. So now, this little boy refuses to cry anymore. Thank you.